It's another week here in Florida, but this time we've got something new to report on. That's right, Legoland has opened. Legoland, Florida is in the site of the former Cypress Gardens, so I thought what I would do is take a few moments to show you a couple of things around the park, not really a comprehensive overview. Here you see that the ski show is still around, now with Captain Brickbeard, and they've got little Lego characters all throughout the buildings, just as you might expect. And they've got these Southern Belle kind of Lego-looking characters out in front of Legoland. But what you might not expect so much is that they've got new rides. And here's one of them, the Dragon. So those of you familiar with Legoland, say in California, will recognize this ride. It's kind of an indoor-outdoor ride. Merlin right next door. Kind of a Lego factory where you see how Legos are created. Kids rides like this Joust, which says Gently Bobbing. These are Legos outside of the Lost Kingdom attraction. That's this one here, where you shoot at targets, kind of like the Buzz Lightyear ride you know from Disney. Then they have the outdoor safari ride like this. It's not very well grown in at the moment. And then of course Miniland, which is all of these buildings and Legos done up in miniature, and in some cases they've got sort of inside jokes scattered around, and you really need to pay close attention to what's happening if you want to truly understand the jokes that they've left deposited around. And the artistry is quite remarkable for Miniland, and this is one of the biggest Minilands I've ever seen. I've seen one in Europe and the one in California before, and like the others, it's kind of sprawling. Here you can see some of the sprawling effect across a couple of different zones, including the zone for famous cities like Washington and New York, as well as California. That was the one we just saw a moment ago, Pirates, and this year is back in Florida. They're spoofing the mini golf thing. So pay close attention, as I say, to the little details you'll find scattered throughout. When you go to Miniland, it really is the place you could spend a couple of hours at and just not get bored looking at all the stuff there is to see. I'm going to finish out this week's update here back at Epcot, where the dancers, the acrobats, have been replaced by a new acrobat troupe. This time they begin with this Chinese dragon at the outside of the pavilion, and then they go into their normal spot. What was once the Velcro facility in Innoventions is once again kind of reopened. The facade is there and now says story time, with no real details on what this refers to, but as you see when you get closer, it says exclusively for AAA vacations. And this would mark a departure, that they're going to give something specifically to AAA like that, and I'll be curious to see what that turns into. Just a quick declining by degrees. This is the exit to test track right behind me as I take this picture. You've got that factory looking thing, which is still broken, but now this die press is also broken. It's not moving or making noise, and so this room is now eerily quiet. One last thing on the way out of Epcot, these blue poles are new, pointing the way to the exit. They both point inward from there toward those center aisles. That does it for another week at the Magic Kingdom, Disney World, and now Legoland. We'll catch you next time.